March 25th. The bees are bringing in pollen. We have a nice, warm, sunny day. Don't get a lot of those in March. The first day I noticed the bees bringing in pollen was March 7th, but they haven't had many days between then and now to bring in pollen. I think any risk of losing any more colonies is past. And it's important for them to get this tree pollen. In my opinion, the tree pollen is the safest pollen available to your bees. I know I have a big ego and I make a lot of comments that people need to hear. But let me tell you this. Last year, I had an incident with a farmer 150 yards south of me, and that's quite a distance, spraying chemicals while he was planting corn. Within a couple hours, my bees started dying. I called the state of Michigan. They rushed right out, took samples. A month later, told me my bees tested positive for neonicotinoids. And then a month after that, they told me the farmer did nothing wrong. So that's complete bullshit that I have chemicals on my property from these crop farmers. And I was worried about the health of my wife and myself. And a few months later, my wife had a mammogram. She hadn't been doing it every year like she should have. And it's important, if you're a woman or if you know a woman in your life, it's important to you to make sure she gets a yearly mammogram. My wife skipped a few years, and she had a big tumor, and they gave her 18 months to live, and now she's on chemo. So hopefully the chemo will save her life. She won't be the same afterwards. I won't get into the details, but things happen, and the reason why is because we're all being poisoned. What kills your bees is killing you. Corporations are poisoning us, and our government is allowing them to do it. And crop farmers are on the front lines spraying all these chemicals everywhere. And I'm just thrilled that we actually have a virus going around that's not harming our bees, but it's killing people. But the sad thing is, it's killing people in the city because of the high density of populations, where I wish it would be killing out here killing crop farmers, eliminating some of the crop farmers in my area, because they are my number one enemy right now. I know that sounds harsh, but I'm being poisoned right now as I'm standing here. Well, maybe not now, but during the summer, all these chemicals the farmers put on their fields, it's in the environment. You're absorbing it when you eat food, you absorb it when you breathe. And our government allows them to do it. Our government doesn't give a shit about us. The government cares about making money. The rich people own our politicians. We keep voting for puppets. And the government employees get their jobs because of somebody they know, not because of how intelligent they are. It was less than 2 weeks ago, they had people standing in lines at the airport waiting to get tested for COVID-19. Very few people had on masks. They were standing there for several hours, packed together, side by side. How many people got sick from that? Probably several thousands. So trust your government. If you do, you're a fool. We need a revolution. I've said that in other videos, and I'll say it again. And if I sound like a radical, oh well. The truth hurts. I've been screwed by the government many times in my life, and I did nothing to deserve it. So that's it. There's all the bees are doing very well. Hope you enjoy your $1,200 check. We have a national debt that currently is over $23.5 trillion. How much more are they going to add to it? Another trillion? It will never be paid down. It will reach a point where they won't be able to pay their interest on it. This country is doomed. It's just a matter of time. They do all these little ridiculous things. Well, I shouldn't say little. They do these ridiculous things to try to keep things going. But this country's doomed. It's just a matter of time. It's not a question of if, it's a matter of when. Okay, a few more weeks I'll be doing some splits. Okay, thank you.